so this morning we're going to do an Ashtanga inspired based practice. So Ashtanga is a style of yoga. There are many, many different styles of yoga that you'll find in many yoga studios, online, okay? But Ashtanga is a style that comes from the ancient style where every single day in the exact same order, okay, they would practice the exact same postures in the exact same order in order to prepare their bodies to sit in meditation. So we in the West, meaning the west of the world, not like the west of the United States, have adopted yoga mostly for the physical practice, the asana physical practice. What I want to teach you is to do yoga for everything it's meant for, body, mind, and spirit. So there are 8 limbs of yoga that Patanjali wrote about in the Yoga Sutras. And if you want more explanation of that, I'm going to film a video that I'll post later that actually explains that. So there's 8 limbs, 8 different parts, if you will, pieces of pie of yoga. And asana, the physical practice that we do with our bodies, is one of those, 1/8, all right? And that's what we have adopted in the West. And it's great, and it's wonderful for our bodies, but there's so much more to it. So in the Ashtanga style, they would practice these postures every single day to prepare their bodies to sit in meditation. Now, this is just Ashtanga based. It's not exactly what they did and it's not exact order, but it gives you an idea, okay? The interesting thing about Ashtanga is that it translates in Sanskrit to Ashta, 8, Anga, limb, 8 limb, okay? So it's interesting that people in the West know Ashtanga as a style of yoga, and what it translates to is the 8 limbs of yoga, the physical practice being only one. So I find that interesting. So I just want to share with you today an Ashtanga style practice, all right? And just give you an idea of how this works. So have some blocks handy, have a cushion or pillow handy. You might want that a little later. We're going to practice a little crane pose, all right? And if you want, at the end of the practice, I'm also going to kick up into a headstand. So you might want to be near a wall. I don't do headstands without a wall. I'm not that advanced, but I like to practice and I like to try, okay? That's what it's all about. It's about progress. It's about trying. It's about giving it your best every single day. Laughing at yourself when you fall, okay, and coming back into it. That's all you can ask. All right, so we're going to attach the breath. Ashtanga style is making sure that every movement gets a breath. Find your breath. Tune into your breath. Tune into your body, okay? This is the here and now. Let go of everything else you have to do today and give yourself this next 40 minutes to just be. Be in your body, be in your mind, be in your spirit. All right, here we go. So we're going to start at the top of the mat. I'm going to move this just a hair because I don't want to hit it with my hands, okay? We're going to start at the top of the mat with some breath. Get grounded through your feet. Feel the earth beneath you. Slight bend in the knees. Nice neutral pelvis. Inhale up. And exhale. Push the air down. Inhale up. I got to come away from the wall just a little bit. Sorry, I'm hitting the wall. All right. This is real stuff, guys. Am I okay? Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Focusing on the breath. Thank you. All right. This next time, we're going to do 3 Surya Namaskar A. So we inhale up. Sun salutations. Exhale, forward fold. Let the crown of your head come down. Knees bent or straight. Inhale, flat back. Look up and out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Exhale here. Inhale, come forward to plank or plank on your knees. Exhale, let yourself to the floor. And inhale, look up, cobra. Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, tuck your toes up to plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 big breaths here. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, step or walk to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Crown of the head down. Inhale, flat back. Look out in front of you. Don't overarch your neck. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to the top. Bend your knees. Arms come down, around, and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Knees can be bent or straight. Inhale, resting hands on shins or thighs. Look out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees and step back, downward facing dog. And exhale. Inhale, I'm coming to plank again. Exhale, elbows tight to my body, all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, tuck my toes, press back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here to rest. Focus on that breath. Breathe into the back of your throat. So inhale. Open the back of your throat like you're fogging a mirror. 2 more. Oh, 1 more. Good. Inhale, stroll or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms down, around, and up. All the way to the top, press the palms, hands to heart, exhale. Next round of sun salutation, I'm going to jump back. If you want to jump back with me, go ahead. Make sure you land with your elbows bent. Make sure you've practiced this before if you do it. Otherwise, just do what we just did. Step back to down dog, come to plank, let yourself to the floor, all right? So otherwise, we're gonna jump back, come to up dog, and then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale down. I'm placing my hands, and I'm gonna float back, landing here. Inhale, tops of feet to mat, thighs up, up dog. Exhale, tuck my toes, right back to downward facing dog. Everybody meets here. So if you did plank to the floor, cobra, back to plank, then back here. We all meet here for 5 breaths, big breaths. Couple more. One more big breath. Good. Step, stroll, or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and come all the way up to the top. Hands press. Exhale. Samastitihi. Steady balance. Root through those feet. Find your breath. Surya Namaskar B is what we're going to do next. It includes Warrior One. We ride the breath into Warrior One on the inhale, and then ride it down on the exhale all the way to the floor to Cobra. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale to chair pose. Sit back. Pretend you're squeezing a block between your thighs. Knees are level, hips are level. One more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands and step back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Now, inhale, left foot steps, right foot comes all the way through, all the way up, Warrior One. Inhale. On the exhale, hands come down, we step back and come all the way to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale down. Keep your elbows tight, inhale to plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. So that step forward and all the way to Warrior One is one inhale. Here we go. Inhale, left foot forward. I have to pick mine up all the way up. That's the inhale. Exhale, I ride the breath all the way down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step, jump, or stroll to the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, chair pose. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Ground through the mat all the way up to the top. Big inhale. Hands to heart. Surya Namaskar B. One more. Round of that. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, place the hands. I'm stepping back. Downward dog. And I get ready. So, my left foot steps, my right foot steps through, and I come up. Inhale, Warrior One, hips are forward. Exhale, hands down. Ride the breath all the way down, plank. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down. Keep your elbows tight. Inhale, plank, and downward facing dog. Breathe. Other side. I step my right, I step through left, ride it up, inhale. Warrior One, exhale, ride it down all the way to the floor. Cobra, inhale, exhale down, inhale plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Relax your shoulders, wide hands. Send the hips high, high, high to the sky. Bend the heels back. Breathe. 2 more big breaths. 1 more. Good. I'm going to step to the top of the mat. Big step. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. You can always stroll to the top of the mat or jump. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale. Forward fold. Sweep the arms up. Chair pose. 1 more time. Back is straight, shoulders are down, knees are even. Root through the feet. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And all the way up. Big inhale. Nice. Exhale, Samastitihi, rest. We're warmed up. Should be nice and warm. All right. Have blocks handy here. I'm going to turn, actually, not yet. Get really wide on the mat. Okay, wide with your feet. You can step them or jump them. Inhale up. Focus on that breath. Forward fold. We're going to take a forward fold first and just really rest here. Couple of options. You can take your elbows, or you can take peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes, and then pull your chest a little deeper into your knees. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, big. Find the back of your throat. Exhale. You can stay there, or you can step the bottoms of your feet onto the palms of your hands, turning your fingers back toward your wrists. Keep your knees slightly bent for this before you straighten, because you don't want to topple forward. Nice little wrist stretch. Breathing into that. Good. All right, release that. All right. Inhale all the way up. Press palms at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Now turn. Turn lengthwise on your mat so you're wide this way. All right. Toes slightly in, okay, for just a second, and we'll just breathe here, get nice and straight and tall. And then turn your right leg forward. Line up, heel to arch here, okay? So my heel is lined up, front heel with my arch, and I like a block here. We're gonna reach forward, forward, forward with our right hand above the right leg. And as soon as you get as far forward as you can, just turn it and reach up with the left hand, triangle pose. Now bottom hand can go all the way to the floor or rest it on the shin, or I like a block. And what that does is it allows me to stay nice and open through this triangle. Breathe, shoulders up, you're nice and wide. Big breath. 2 more big breaths. You can look up if that's good on your neck. If not, just look forward. Big breath. Good. Inhale, float back up, and then just turn it around. We're going to do the other side. Reach forward, 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 bending at the hip crease, then drop it down, nice and wide, reaching up. Triangle pose. Big inhale. Exhale. Focus on the breath. One more breath. Good. Float those arms back up. Now we're going to turn again to the other side. And this time we're going to twist that, so it's going to be a little bit of a twisted triangle. I'm still lined up, heel to arch, but instead of reaching with my right hand, I'm going to come across and reach with my left hand. All the way forward, then I'm going to drop it down and reach up as high as I can with my right hand. So I'm slightly twisting my body in toward my right leg. Blocks are nice here, especially if you haven't practiced a lot. I highly recommend them. Find the breath. Inhale and exhale. You can also use a book if you don't have a block. Good. Bring that back down. Stand that back up. Other side. So we just pivot the feet, reaching with my right hand across, straight forward, dropping it down, and then reaching up as high as I can with my left hand. Twisted triangle. And you can be up here, guys. It doesn't have to be very deep. Just do your best. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Float that back up. And we're going to turn and either step or jump to the top of the mat. Boop. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart to rest. Big breath. Find the breath. The poses will come. It's all about the breath. One more breath. Good. And turning back, sideways, lengthways on your mat. Next, side angle, all right? So again, I'm turning my foot out, lining up heel to arch. I'm gonna bend deeply into this knee this time, resting my right arm on my leg, and then up and over with my left arm. Nice long line, big side stretch. From the tip of my fingers down to my back heel. Breathe. Another variation of this is you can come all the way to the floor. You can use blocks. I like this variation. It's a nice variation. Bending into the right knee, long line down the back leg, left leg. Good. Now just float your arms back up and turn to the other side. Lined up, heel to arch again. Bend deeply into the left leg, resting the left arm on the thigh, up and over with the right arm. Breathe into that. Now relax your shoulders. Try not to get all hunched up like this, all right? Find space, because when your shoulders are relaxed, you have more room for the breath. Breathe. You can do it, just breathe. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, just float back up. We're gonna turn again, and this time, we're gonna come into a twisted warrior one, prayer twist. So instead of lining up heel to arch, I'm gonna move my feet so they're on train tracks. One's on this track, one's on this track. I'm turning my hips to the front, bending into that front leg, just like when we were in warrior one. Remember warrior one? Okay, bring my hands to my heart, and then I'm gonna take a little twist by hooking my left elbow over my right knee. Prayer twist. Breathe into this. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight, twisting at the belly button. Shoulders relaxed and down. One more big breath. Good. Inhale. And on exhale, come on up and turn it. Okay, so we're gonna line up again. So we're on train tracks. Okay, one leg on this, one foot on this train track, one foot on this train track. Bend deeply, hips forward. Okay, not open like this. Hips forward, warrior one, hands come up. Then come to prayer and hook right elbow over left knee and take a little twist. Inhale, exhale. Find the breath. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Next inhale. And on the exhale, come on up. Turning back, and then we'll turn and come back all the way to the front of the mat. Either step or jump. Get rooted and grounded. Inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart to rest. Find your center, find your breath. Inhale, up. Exhale down, and we'll come again to wide on the mat. Have blocks handy. Toes point slightly in, and really engage your thighs by lifting your kneecaps. And with a nice straight spine, just fold forward as far forward as you can. Blocks are nice here. If you can come all the way with your hands, that's nice. Wherever you are, and then send the crown of your head down. So this is A version. With hands here. Now, you can come all the way if you practice. I can't quite get my head to the ground, but I'm close. But you be you. You go where your posture takes you. Just breathe. And then inhale, up with a straight spine. Hands on hips, rise up, big inhale. All right, and then we're gonna take C hands. So we're reaching around behind and clasping our hands. Send that straight down your tailbone and widen across those shoulders. And then again, come forward with a nice long spine. Now, you can lift any amount. There's no right or wrong, it's wherever you are, or you can just keep them straight back here and find that space across your collarbones and shoulders. Okay, inhale, exhale. Turn your toes slightly in, engage your thighs by lifting your kneecaps. Exhale. One more, inhale. And on the exhale, come up slowly, slowly, slowly with a straight spine, heads up last. Good. All right. Feet in, back to the top of the mat. Step or jump, inhale up. Press hands, hands to heart to rest. Turning back to the side of the mat. Again, have a block handy. All right, so this time we are going to not line up. We're not going to line up heel to arch. Again, we're going to be with feet on train tracks. Turn the body all the way forward, okay? But instead of bending the knee, we're going to come down with the chest toward the knee in a nice straight spine. Options for hands. You can either reach around and grab your elbows, so you're nice and wide across your chest here. You can put your fists together, so it looks like this. Or you can take reverse namaste, pressing the palms together. All right? So, with a nice long spine, hips forward, I come forward, keeping my shoulders wide and my chest long. Pyramid pose with reverse namaste or whatever hand variation you choose. Breathing into this. Inhale. Exhale, maybe deepen a little. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, come on up. Reverse that to the other side. So I'm not lining up heel to arch. I'm on train tracks. My back heel is down at about a 45 degree. Front foot straight out. Hips are at the front. I reach around with whatever arm variation you choose. Widen across those collarbones. Lower the shoulders. And with a nice straight spine, come forward, forward, forward. Leading with the spine. Leading with the chest, not the head. Breathe into this. Pyramid pose. Big inhale. Find the breath. Big exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up. And release. Turn back. Sorry, my balance is just a little bit up. And come to the top of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. From here, you're gonna stay at the top of your mat. I'm just turning so you can see me. We're gonna do a little balance, all right? So get very grounded. I'm gonna start on the right, very grounded in your right foot. Level 1, heel to ankle. Find a point to gaze at out in front of you. Be very, very focused. Be very, very grounded and pull everything to the center of your body. Level 1. Level 2, move your foot to your shin. Level 3, foot can come to the thigh, never on the knee for tree pose. Or you can take lotus, which is half lotus, which is bringing the heel all the way up. This is a lot more difficult, but I'm gonna practice. Okay, I've got my foot and I'm gonna reach this arm around and grab my other arm. So, find your focal point. Find your rooting through your foot and pull muscle to bone in the center. Breathe. And if you fall out, you come back in. Keep trying. Release that out, shake it out a little, and we'll do the other side, okay? I'm getting very grounded and rooted into my left foot. Heel to ankle, and if this is where you are, this is where you are. No judgment in yoga, do your best. Foot to shin, again, pull muscle to center, find a focal point. And on up into thigh, if you want tree, here, and you can let go, or you can take the half lotus, and this is gonna be harder for me on this side because I'm not as strong on my left. Pull it up in, and I reach around, can't quite grab my arm. So I can't quite grab my arm, I'm gonna grab my shirt, okay? And I hold, and I breathe, focus. And if I fall out, I fall out. I come right back in. Find the breath. Good. Release that out. Shake it out just a little bit. Back. I'm gonna come back to the top of the mat. You're already there. Big inhale. Exhale, and I'm gonna sweep arms, everyone, to chair, sit back, breathe. One more breath, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Take a vinyasa. Place your hands, I'm stepping back to down dog. Exhale, inhale, plank. Exhale, all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Now here, if you want to practice crane, I would advise grabbing a cushion or a blanket. I should have had this at the top of my mat, I didn't. We're gonna practice crane. This is an advanced posture. If you wanna watch it, just watch it. If you know how to do it, go ahead and practice with me. So, we're in downward facing dog. I'm gonna come forward, hands really wide. I'm gonna get my hips high, high, high to the sky, my feet in close. Then I slightly bend my elbows and press my knees as close to my armpits as I can. Okay, then I rock forward, gaze forward, squeezing with all my might. One toe up, other toe up. I have on super slip pants today. squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Crank. I'm not getting it today. It's okay, I'm gonna keep practicing. All right, practice that, then we'll step back down. Step back, downward facing dog. You can keep practicing, you can push stop, come back in. Inhale, plank. Don't do it with slick pants. Exhale all the way to the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale down. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, tuck the toes, booty up. Downward facing dog. Woo. Nice. All right. Inhale, we're going to come through to seated. So I'm going to face you. You're still at the top of the mat. If you would like, you can do these seated postures up on a cushion or folded blanket. You don't have to. Totally up to you. Let's start with staff pose. So extend the legs nice and long. Flex the feet. Sitting up straight, straight, straight and tall with your hips nice and square. I like to put my hands right by my hips and then come forward with a nice long spine. As far forward as you can. With a long spine. I'm going to turn back again. All right, so inhale. The goal is not to get your head to your knees. The goal is to send your chest to your toes. So your spine is long and you're breathing deeply. Good. Seated forward fold and come on up out of that. Place your hands behind you, fingers toward your booty. Feet flat, got hips width apart, and then just press up to reverse table. So you're setting your hips high, your head can fall back if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, go ahead and keep your neck up. Inhale, beware of injuries here. If you have shoulder problem or wrist problem, this might be a little intense. If something hurts, don't do it. That's always the rule. Good. Inhale, and come back down to seated. All right. Now we're going to come again to cross leg. And this is kind of the vinyasa we're going to do between. So we're going to lift, come forward, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, come through the seated. Good. All right. Figure four. Extending the left leg forward. Right ankle over right knee, above it, not resting right on it. So this is a four, right? A figure four. Flex this foot, sit up nice and straight and tall, and folding forward with the chest. Inhale, finding length and finding breath. Nice long spine, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Good. Come on up, inhale, and trade that out. Right leg extended, left ankle over the knee, not right on the knee, just above it. Your foot should be hanging off the edge. Sitting up again, straight and tall. If you need to re-square your hips by putting your hands here, that works well. Forward fold, chest forward, not dropping the head, nice long spine. Inhale, exhale, big inhale, and come on up on the exhale. Good. Extend that out. Half hero. So I'm bringing here, and you're gonna wanna have a cushion or block or something for this. I'm gonna bring my right foot back so that my shin and my thigh are parallel. Now see how that really tips me to this side? So to get my hips back up level, I'm just gonna slide a cushion right under there. It's nice. Really nice to have a cushion. That way I stay nice and square with my hips. Now here you have a couple options. If you're super flexible, be my guest and lay all the way back. Just make sure your hips stay level. You can come back just a little bit, and you're gonna feel that in a nice quad stretch. You can come back to your elbow, okay? Or both elbows, or you can go ahead and take it to a forward fold. So whatever stretch you wanna do today, feel it. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath. Exhale. Good. Inhale here. And come up on the exhale. And we'll switch it out. Okay? So whichever side you do. The most important thing in this is to make sure that your shin and your thigh bone are parallel. Okay, your shin bone and your ankle should not be sticking out the side. That's really bad for your hips and your knees. So, and it's really important that you keep your hips level, nice and square here. So you have an option to come back. You're super flexible, come all the way back. Okay, this is a really nice quad stretch if you want to do this option. So I'll do this option on this side. I'll be a little lopsided. Breathe into it. Or of course you can go with the forward fold. Breathing. One more big breath on the inhale. And then exhale, come up out of it. We're gonna come again to cross legs. Pick up anything at all, and then come forward, sending it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, chaturanga, plank, all the way to the floor. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And you can always skip the vinyasa. You don't have to do the vinyasa. Coming through to seated again. All right. Janu Shashasana. So we're gonna bring this foot, instead of a cross like we did before, bring the sole of the foot right up in to the thigh, okay? It's a little bit out at an angle, so you're not straight forward here. We're out just a little bit, sitting up straight and tall again if you wanna be on a cushion. Okay? Big inhale, twist, lead with the chest. So you got a little bit of an angle, a little bit of a twist here. Breathe into this. And it's where you are. No judgment. The postures will come. Find the breath. Big inhale. Exhale, come on up. And switch it out. Extend, flex that foot. Really get long. Turn slightly. Leading with the chest, chest to knee. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And on the exhale, come on up out of that. All right. Coming back in, cross-legged. Pick up anything at all, hips, and come forward. Again, you can skip all of this. Stepping back, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to sit. All right. Inhale. Bring your knee up close to your body and extend. Okay, right knee up, extend the left. With a nice straight spine, come inside your right knee with your right elbow. And then you're gonna reach around and then take your left leg arm and try to reach your hand. I can't grab the bind. So I grab my shirt and I grab my pants, and with a nice long spine, I come forward. Forward, forward, forward. Breathe into this. Flex the extended left foot and breathe. Again, inhale. Exhale. And I'm finding myself rounding here, so I want to get my shoulders back and my chest forward. Good, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come up out of that. I'm going to switch back so you can see this way. And I extend, okay? I'm sitting up nice and straight and tall. My left hand comes inside my left knee and reaches around. Now see how I can't get clear around, but I can grab my pants. My right hand comes around and grabs my shirt here. And then with a nice long spine, I exhale forward, flexing my right foot, sending my chest forward. Inhale, exhale, breathe. One more big inhale. Exhale, forward stretch. Inhale, and come on up, exhale. All right, now seated spinal twist. So back to bending the right leg, extend the left. This time, I'm going to put my right hand right behind my right booty cheek, bring my left arm around, hug it in, and extending my spine as straight and tall as I can, looking over my back shoulder. Twisting my belly button, ribs, belly into my bent right leg. So this is a variation. There are many variations of this. Another thing you can do is bring your elbow to the inside, like this. Just make sure you're seeking for a long spine while you do the twist. Prioritize the length in the spine. Good. Inhale, and on the exhale, come on out of it, and take the other side. Knee in, sitting up straight and tall, hand behind. Take the hug if you want it, or the inside if you want it. You can come to the inside. Prioritize length in the spine, and find the breath. Shoulders are relaxed, jaws relaxed. Breathe and twist. Find that breath. It's all about the breath. One more big inhale. Exhale. Now this inhale and exhale. Come out of it on the exhale. Take that out. Cross legs again. Lift any amount and come through. Downward facing dog, or skip it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Come through to seated. Okay, extend those legs again. Navasana. So boat pose. Bend your knees, feet flat, about hips width apart, keeping your chest high and your shoulders down. We're going to just pull the core in for all we're worth. You can stay right here, keeping that chest proud and high, or you can keep your hands here and lift your feet, okay? Chest stays high, or you can release the hands and breathe into this. This is a core pose, Navasana. Breathe, inhale, exhale. 3 breaths, 2 more, inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale. On the exhale, let yourself down very, very slowly. Rest that out. All right, we're down on our backs here. Whew. Good. Bend your knees, feet flat, parallel with the outsides of the mat. Hands are coming toward your heels. Bridge pose. So pressing the hips as high as you can. Pressing down with the feet and the heels to send the hips high. Neck stays long, chin is parallel. Now wiggle the shoulder heads under and clasp your hands, sending the clasp toward the heels. Pretend you're squeezing a beach ball between your thighs. Breathe. 2. 3. And lower on the exhale. Knees fall in to rest. Good. 1 more bridge pose. Feet parallel, knees bent. Pressing through the heels and feet. Lift the hips high, high, high. Chin stays parallel, don't tuck it. Neck stays long. Wiggle the shoulder heads under. Clasp the opposite thumb on top this time. Pressing the fists toward the heels. Squeeze that beach ball between your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And come down on the exhale. Good. Knees fall into rest. All right. Next, shoulder stand. So, I'm going to take my feet, I'm going to kick them up high as I can here, and then reach under with my elbows flat and my hands on my hips. Neck stays long. Don't turn your head to look one way or the other, okay? Pressing through the shoulders, get the feet high as you can. Shoulder stand. Breathe. And if you want, you can take this back to plow by bringing the feet down and over all the way. Plow. You can slide the knees down by the ears, keeping the chin parallel. And then roll slowly with control all the way out of plow, down 1 vertebra at a time. Control it, control it. Good. Extend the feet out. Hands come under your hips and come up on your elbows. Fish. Head comes back. You can also have your hands out here wide, but I like them under my tailbone. It just protects my back a little bit. Wide chest, head falls back. fish pose. Let the head fall. Shoulders relax. Good. Take it all the way to the floor. Reach around, grab behind your thighs, and you can rock and roll this a little bit. Up and down. Take a little back roll. 2 or 3 times. And come forward. Press up. All the way forward again. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, up dog. And exhale. All right, now, if you want to practice a headstand, you're welcome to go to the wall. I'm going to go to the wall. You're going to make a little basket with your hands, all right? So interlacing the fingers and making a little basket with your hands. This part goes right up against the wall, all right? So it's like this, up against the wall. I'm making a tripod with my hands, with my arms, I mean. Forearms, bicep, shoulder. A little tripod. I'm gonna bring the crown of my head right to the floor, okay? And rest the back of my head in that little basket. When I kick up to the headstand, the pressure is not on my head. The pressure is on my arms and shoulders, okay? Your head should barely be touching the ground. You shouldn't feel anything pressing on your head. You're pushing so hard on your shoulders or on your arms. If you've not practiced headstand before, don't practice it now. Go ahead and take a down dog. That's an inversion as well. So I make my basket. I send it there. I've got a little cushion here. Actually, I'm not going to use the cushion. Okay? The crown of my head comes down. I come high, high, high as I can right here, okay, with my hips. And then I kick. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. High here. Oh, there we go. That's what I needed to do. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, then once I'm on the wall and I'm really pressing into my elbows and my shoulders, then I can try to bring my bum out from the wall, so I'm using my core. It's hard, but it's fun to practice. So check it out. Practice a little headstand. Good for you. Here we go. All right, back to downward facing dog if you were just holding dog. And we'll come through to seated again. Okay, so from here, we're gonna do a little yogic seal. So pressing one hand right here into your belly and one hand right here into your heart. Come forward and press forward. Now, most classes will do lotus here, full lotus. My teacher that I learned from recommends not doing lotus. It's not good for your hips or your knees, but if it's in your wheelhouse and you want to practice it, go ahead. So we fold forward, come back up to seated. A little Gyan Mudra. This is, you've seen this a million times. This finger to thumb, resting on the knees. Sit up straight and tall, 3 big breaths. Really focusing inward. Mind and spirit, the physical body has worked. And now we're settling it down. One more big breath. Good. One more little pickup here. here. So with your hands by your hips, you're going to try to pick up anything at all and hold. Pull your belly button in, hold. My teacher sits in cross-legged. She doesn't do lotus, but she sits in cross-legged and her feet are up too. Like she's holding her whole body up. Big breath. And release that down. Come on down. Final posture, always Shavasana. And don't skip Shavasana. Shavasana is corpse. Got a couple options here. If it's uncomfortable for you to lie like this, you can put your hands under your low back. You can let your knees fall in with your knees bent. Or you can always just lie on your right side, unless you're pregnant. If you're pregnant, do not lie on your back or your right side, lie on your left side. Now really find a quiet body, a quiet mind. Breathe. Absorb the practice. Okay, while you're lying there, I'm going to read for you a quote. This is by Magnolia Uniga, and it says, Ashtanga yoga is the washing machine for the mind. It washes the mental patterns of self-doubt and self-criticism, the things that stand in the way of us becoming our best selves. So I would submit to you that it's not just Ashtanga yoga, but any consistent yoga practice helps you to connect to the body, mind, and spirit, and helps you become your best self. So now we'll start to just wiggle fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. Maybe take a big full body stretch, deepening the breath. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Hug those knees in. And then everybody roll to the right, unless you're pregnant, stay on the left. And we'll go ahead and take a second here to just be grateful. Always, always find something to be grateful for. A daily gratitude practice is very, very good for you. It can change your attitude faster than anything. Now go ahead and press on up to seated. We'll go ahead and come to seated here. And we'll end our practice by setting an intention for our day. So bringing hands to heart, just for a second, put your full attention on one thing you want to accomplish or see happen today. It doesn't have to be a physical task. It doesn't have to be a health goal. It can be anything you're working on, anything. It can be patience, love, gratitude. It can be eat more vegetables, drink more water. It can be get the report done at work, help my son with his homework. But just pick one thing, because we overwhelm ourselves a lot. Pick one thing. Put your attention fully on that one thing for a few breaths. Now, keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and rub your palms together, creating some friction and heat. Place those palms and the heels of your hands right in your eye sockets and on your forehead. Drag that down your face and back to your heart center. Dip your chin. Slowly blink your eyes open, taking in the colors of the mat, the floor, and coming on up. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to press our hands to our hearts. And we're going to strive to be better mentally, physically, spiritually every day. Those three things. Strive. That means try. It means we're not perfect, and we're going to have days that are just off. Life is real, but we're going to get back up and we're going to try again and strive to be better physically, mentally, and spiritually every day. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a great day.